Hey guys, welcome back to Figure Unboxing. And if you're finding me for the first time, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss the future content. And in this video, we're going to take a look at the amazing Yamaguchi Wolverine. And I've always wanted a good Wolverine figure, but for those of you who follow me on a regular basis, you guys know that I don't really collect domestic figures, maybe except for Mezco 112, so I've never had a Wolverine. I do have the Mezco 112 Wolverine on pre-order, but until then, I think this is a pretty good placeholder. From what I heard, this figure is amazing. Anyways, here's the left of the box, here is the right of the box, and here's the back of the box. And yeah, really cool packaging. And let's bust this thing open and see what we got. And here we have the figure still in the packaging, and he does come with a fair amount of accessories, no more no less, and we also get a piece of art. Let's check out the figure itself. Alright, and here we have the figure itself, and I have to say I'm really impressed with the figure. It seems like amazing Yamaguchi just keeps on getting better and better. I know a lot of people still dislike how the joints look, but in my opinion they look fine, consider how much articulation you're getting. And if you think this looks bad, you're probably better off collecting statues, I'm sorry. And I think at the time of this video, this is probably the best Wolverine in the market right now for the scale and the price. And let's just take a closer look at the figure. I love the metallic blue they're using. For the most part, it's very nicely painted and sculpted. I know there's some like sloppy paintwork here and there, but I think it's really good already given the price. Let's check out the articulation. And for the articulation, let's quickly go over from the neck down. He can look up about this much, look down about this much, and you can turn his head no problem. You also get a little bit of movement through the lower neck with a Revoltech joint. And for the shoulder, it's just on a standard Revoltech design. You can swing forward about this much, swing backwards about this much. And for those of you who follow me on a regular basis, you guys know that I hate this design with passion. Everything about Revoltech is fine. I just never liked the shoulder, never will. And I really don't understand why they won't abandon this or just do something different. They did something different with Spider-Gwen by changing this into a ball joint, which I think it works fine. So I don't understand why they won't do it again. At this point, I feel like they're just doing this for the sake of being different from Figma or SH Figuarts. But yeah, the reason why I don't like this is because that you can't really do a straight punch. Well, you could, and in this case, it actually looks pretty good. But I don't know, I just never liked it the way you pose this. And I know they try to compensate by giving you a cut over here, so you can kind of like move it back, give you a better punch. But I don't know. Do let me know in the comments on what you think. But I'm pretty sure there's some of you out there that loves this design. And yeah, let's move on. For the bicep, you don't really have a bicep swivel, but you can swivel over here through the forearm, and you do get a ball joint here, which is really nice. And you can curl about this much, and you do get the ball wrist. And for the ab crunch, it's going to be great because it's Revoltech. You can bend forward about this much, bend backwards about, well, not too much backwards, but I think it's enough. And for the leg, you can kick up about this high, which is quite a lot. And you do get a swivel over here through the thighs. My right leg is really stiff, so let's try the left. Yeah, there you go. And you can bend about this much. And it's really nice that you're getting a ball joint in here as well. Gives you that extra movement. And you do get a Revoltech joint here, so very nice ankle pivot, and you do get a toe hinge. Alright, so overall, the articulation is very similar to Venom. I really think it's a really big improvement. I know I'm a little bit harsh on the shoulder, but this is already better than, say, Revoltech Raiden. Let's jump straight into the accessories. And for the accessories, we can start with the default head, which I think it looks fine. Not the best, not the worst, but I think it looks pretty decent. And trust me, this is already better than what they had back in the days. Yeah, pretty good. And next up, we get kind of like a teeth gritting and what the F face. Looks like he's getting troll, and it looks pretty good as well. And lastly, we get a shouting face, which looks great. And for the interchangeable hands, we get a pair of display open hands, which is very nicely painted and sculpted, and they're kind of grippy. Looks really cool. And then we get a pair of weapon holding hands, so we can hold stuff from other Revoltech figures, like the katanas from Deadpool or something. And I think it's really generous that they're giving us this option. And lastly, he came with one right hand for him to hold the cigar. And unfortunately, the cigar got cancelled for obvious reasons, but at least they didn't cancel the hand. And I'm using the one from Venom Snake. And for the claws, you will have to assemble them by taking these off. And you can only do this for the fist and the display open hands. And here's the cloths. They're very nicely painted and sculpted. And yeah, let me just show you guys what it looks like after I assemble them. And here I have him assembled with the claws. Very cool, very shiny. And I know some people don't like it because it's really long, but I kind of like this exaggerated style. And next up, I have the claws on the style opposing hands, which looks pretty good as well. And lastly, we get a slashing effect parts, which I honestly don't really care about. And the way for you to assemble this is that you have to use a stage or just plug it behind someone's back. Anyways, that's it for the accessories, and let's jump straight into some action poses. Anyways, that was just some quick posing. Definitely very fun to play with, and let's jump straight into the size comparison. And for the size comparison, let us start with the Mesco 112 Collective, and I think they scale pretty well together, at least better than I thought. So if you miss out on the NYCC version of Wolverine, this one is a pretty good alternative, because that one is super expensive. And if you're still looking for a good trench coat for your Mesco 112 Punisher, I am selling them in my online store, and the link is down in the description below. And next up, we have some Revoltech figures, and they look great. And then we have some recent American IP SH Figuarts, SH Figuarts Street Fighters, SH Figuarts Dragon Ball, SH Figuarts Naruto, some SH Figuarts Kamen Riders, and lastly, we have some recent Figma figures, and let's jump straight into the final thoughts. Alright, so overall, I like the figure quite a lot, and I do highly recommend it. Especially for those of you who like Wolverine, this one is pretty much a must-have. Amazing articulation, beautiful sculpt, decent paintwork, and it's a lot of fun to pose with. I know I was a little bit harsh with the shoulder articulation, but it's really not that bad. I was just trying to make a point that I don't like that design from Revoltech in general. And I think the figure looks a lot better in hand. So for those of you who are still on the fence, I would say just go for it. I mean, just look at her shelves. You know, it doesn't hurt to get another Wolverine. You already have so many. And I think I'm still gonna go for the Mesco 112 version because, you know, it's like comparing oranges and apple. Anyways, I think that's it from me. Do let me know in the comments on what you think. And this is Eric. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow me on Facebook. I hope you guys are doing great, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.